guys, I'm back! I just got back from Gamescom. Like really, about an hour ago, I got back home. It's been a really long and exhausting weekend and I really just kind of want to go to bed and lay down. But I thought I better do this video now while the memories are still fresh. Because we all know my memory isn't like the best. And during Gamescom, there's so many information from everywhere. There's like so many things happening everywhere. And I was like, I better do this now while I still remember as much as possible. Because like, I probably will forget a lot. Of course, I'll remember the important stuff. I remember how amazing it was. But I'm sure there's like lots of little details that I'll probably forget on the way, especially since right tomorrow and like just like 12 hours I'll already be back to work. And you know, just like the entire routine of the everyday life is gonna be back, and I'll probably, you know, just get back into normal mode way too fast. And I thought, well, it's still kind of, I'm still kind of a little like hyped for Gamescom and everything is still like, I better make this video like right now while it's still fresh. So here we go. To help myself a little to remember everything, I'll have all of my pictures and everything from my phone going up on the other screen. So I know like, oh, this happened in that order and not any other way around. I took so many photos. Actually, like going back through them now doesn't seem like that much, but I feel like I've been filming the entire time. And also, I went there with 2 GB free on my phone and I used up everything. Actually, during Gamescom, I had to delete stuff like, oh my god, I still need space. So I did take a lot of pictures and videos and all, and I hope I got enough content for you. I feel like for next year, I'll probably just get a camera, you know, so I don't just like do everything on my crappy old phone. But yeah, I tried to get as much content and as much atmosphere, like kind of catch it all into my phone and give it back to you, to like everyone who hasn't been there. I wanted you to feel like as if you were there with me. So first things first, me and my boyfriend went to Gamescom, obviously. We went there by train and everything went really fine. We actually like, I was a little nervous because we didn't reserve spaces in the train. I don't really like travel a lot per train. Like I go to work per train every day, but I don't actually like travel. So I was not aware that like 99% of the people reserved their places on the train. And we were like going through the train, I was like, everything is reserved. Where are we supposed to sit? And we actually ended up sitting on a place that like didn't say from where to where it was reserved. It was more like you probably will have to give up your place at some point. So throughout the entire drive, I was just sitting there like, I hope we don't have to get up now because I'll have to move all of my stuff. So it got me a little nervous, but we actually were really lucky because we didn't have to give up our places at all. Like the person in front of us had to give up their place 2 times. Like they were in front of us, they had to give up that place, so they moved like one place to in front of my boyfriend, and then he had to move from that place like a minute later. And the person next to us, like on the other side, also had to move like 2 or 3 times actually. So we were really lucky because both of us were just sitting there the entire time and no one came to get our place, and we're like, yes! We made it to Cologne and we looked at the dome for a little bit more this time. We didn't actually go inside. We still have to do that at some point, but this time I actually got to admire it for a bit longer because I'm like a sucker for old buildings and my boyfriend's always like, whatever. But I got to admire it for a bit longer and it's really amazing. Then we went to our Airbnb, which was really cool because it was just a few meters away from where we stayed the last 2 times. So that was really like, we already knew kind of like where everything was around that area, so that was really good. It was really close to public transport. It just had some repairs going on the train tracks just during Gamescom, which was kind of like, why? But okay, we still made it there and it was really cool because our Airbnb host actually wasn't there. There was like, I don't know, a friend, mother's sister, whoever, a neighbor, I don't know, someone that knew her was there and like gave us the keys and explained everything to us and was like, and when you leave, please leave the keys there, have a good time. And then she left and I was like, okay, cool. So we got like the entire like area for ourselves, and we didn't have to worry about, you know, like sharing bathrooms in the morning or anything. So that was really cool. It was really nice. Just kind of could do everything at our own pace. We didn't have to mind not coming home too late, even though we're both boring, so that doesn't really happen, but we didn't have to mind it anyway, so that was good. In the evening, we had some sushi really close by to the Airbnb where we stayed. Unfortunately, it wasn't that good. It was kind of meh. But the dessert was really good. I really liked it. Kind of saved the day for me. Well, at least it saved the dinner. It was just that for some reason, like, the ingredients in the sushi just didn't really suit each other well. I didn't know it was like probably their own creations. It wasn't like really traditional. The taste is kind of overpowered each other, and it kind of ended up just tasting weird. Next morning was Gamescom morning. This time I actually didn't manage to like take a little video beforehand as I did last time, because we were kind of running late. We were like running actual late, like, you know, last time I think we were like an hour late or something. This time we were actually on time, but we were running late at home because we tried to get there like as some of the first people. So we had to be there at like 8:30 to be like in the very front row when the doors open at 9. So I didn't really have time for that. Like, I got up at 6 something and kind of got ready, had some breakfast, tried to wake up my boyfriend several times. And yeah, so we left for Gamescom. Everything went smooth, and we tried to get to what's the right hall because the clan leader of my boyfriend in BNS wanted an autograph of a famous YouTuber. So we tried to get there like really like in the front row kind of thing. So we in the very beginning tried to get towards the right entrance, towards the right hall and everything. And we actually managed to get there really, really early. We were some of the first, and it was actually really funny because they always let in like a certain patch of people, and afterwards they would close off to make sure that no one was getting like squished or anything, make sure that the flow was kind of natural of people. And then they let me through towards the last border control before actually getting into the first hall, where that would be more controlled, but well. So they let me through, but not my boyfriend. Like, they actually closed off after me, and I was like, I turned around all dramatically and was like, no, darling. Actually not darling, you know, like the German version of it, but I was really dramatic. I was actually not really planning on it. It was just like my natural response, like, oh no, don't leave me alone with all those people, because, you know, actually I'm kind of afraid of so many people. It's just that during Gamescom I'm so hyped that I don't mind it. I'm actually just like, look at all those people that are just like me. So it actually makes me happy, but usually I'm like, oh god, don't leave me alone here. So I just turned around and was like, no! And the security guard was really nice, and he was like, okay, one more person. He let my boyfriend through. And of course, like, everyone behind us was like, we're also her boyfriend. But yeah, they didn't get through anymore. But we got through. We got into the hall where there was another control. Like, first off, they just looked at our tickets if they were valid for that day. Then we went to get our age things. I dropped my English somewhere at Gamescom. My age thingies. And then later, like, they just left you further in, like, every few minutes. And then they actually scanned your tickets for validation before you actually, like, got inside. And we got inside, like, as soon as the doors opened. Within 2 minutes, we went to that signing place of that famous YouTuber. That was already pretty good line considering that we made it there like super fast. Like, we were already in the right area. We went straight there. There was already a lot of people. We're standing there for like half an hour, and then someone like went up to us and was like, excuse me, just to let you know, it's unlikely that you're still gonna get your autograph. So that was a bummer. We spent like our first half hour there waiting in line, hoping to get an autograph for the clan leader, but no. That didn't happen, unfortunately. We ended up, you know, first we actually took a break. You know, before actually doing anything for us, we took a little break and tried to plan out a little what to do. And we ended up not planning anything and just like going for it. Like, my boyfriend tried. Like, he got a plan of the halls and was like, what do you want to see? And of course I was like, I want to see the world. Everything, please. So So yeah, that was kind of what we ended up doing. We're just going into every hall, looking at everything, and looking back at it, I wish I saw more. Just like to say that in the beginning already, we ended up being there from 9 when the doors opened until a few minutes past at 5 p.m. But I feel like I need more days. Like, as for the future, I hope that I'll, like, maybe next year I'll get some more time off and I can actually manage to go 2-3 days. Because I feel like it's just not enough time. Like, we tried to see everything. But as you guys know, and this didn't change for this year, we did not queue up for any games. We didn't play anything at Gamescom. I've been to Gamescom 3 years in a row now. I've never played anything at Gamescom. Never touched a controller or a keyboard of any game. Nope. Because most of the waiting times are like hours, you know, like the shortest waiting time for a somewhat for a game that I've heard of before was like I think 2 hours, but that was a game that has already been out, so it was just like for still playing it if you don't have the console, and then it goes up to 6 hours. So up to this day I've never played anything at Gamescom, just because we always go one day. And that one day is always just enough to go through every hall and see every booth that you kind of just catch. Like, in the end, I have to say we did miss a few. I remember I saw the Elder Scrolls Online booth somewhere in distance, but thinking back, I didn't actually go there. I feel like we tried to cover everything, but looking back, there's a lot of booths that I saw from distance and we didn't actually go there. So we tried to cover everything, but you just can't. Like, we tried so hard, but at some point your feet and everything, it hurts. So all in all, we just kind of went through every hall. That's part of Gamescom. Like, not all of the halls are part of Gamescom, but it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 10 and 5 are also 2 halls. So for 10 and 5, there's one downstairs and one upstairs hall. So it ends up being quite a lot of halls after all, with a lot of content, lots of awesome games that I have to like all try out. And after Gamescom, I'm always so pumped. I'm like, I want to play all the games, all those games. I can't talk, and I want to stream all those games, and I want to experience everything. I always feel like since we're just always going one day, we just kind of get like the surface of Gamescom. But I want to go deeper. So I have to end up actually taking more time for it at some point if I'm able to. And I really want to start queuing for the games. I want to start talking to developers and, you know, all those things. I want to really get into it. I'm like so pumped every year. Like, Gamescom is my highlight for every year, and I want more of it because it goes by so fast. It's terrible. Like, I've been looking forward for this for an entire year, and then suddenly it was there, and I was all like, what? Gamescom is next week? Can't be. Impossible. And then it was there, and we went there, and we, you know, like, we prepared for the next day, and we went to sleep, and we got up, and Gamescom over. Like, huh? Where did it go? It goes so fast. Like, time just flies when you're having fun, and I'm having so much fun there. It's just so sad how fast it's all over again, and now it's one more year until I can go again. I can't wait. I want it to be tomorrow. I need more. You guys begged and I delivered. You asked me to take lots of pictures of me on Gamescom. I did my best. Like, actually looking through them now, it feels like I didn't really take many at all. At the time, I was like, okay, it's enough. I took so many pictures now. And looking back, I'm like, wait, how is it just like 3 pictures? Impossible. There was this one thing where I would have loved to take a picture for you, which was Game of Thrones was there. They're like having a browser game that they're releasing. They put the Iron Throne there, and it looked amazing. And I would have loved to take a picture on the Iron Throne for you. And I tried to queue for it, but unfortunately they didn't let you take a picture unless you download their app and pre-register for their game. Like, you had to scan in a code and then like pre-register and show them that you did it. The thing is, I didn't have the app for scanning a code on my phone, and also didn't have any internet in the halls. Like, you know, it's thousands of nerds in one space. Everyone probably on their phone, some of them maybe even IRL streaming or something. For the entire day, we were there from 9 to 5. I had internet service for about 5 minutes of that in total, and they wanted me to download an app there and scan their code and pre-register on their site. Like, even if I wanted to, it wasn't possible. First off, I didn't have internet. Second off, I don't have that kind of data available for the month anymore, even though I really tried to save up everything for Gamescom. I've been like in flight mode the entire month so far. And third off, why? Like, just let me take a picture, please. So yeah, I actually didn't end up doing that. It would have been so cool. I really wanted to. I would have done it for you. I would have pre-registered for that game. Would have even played it, maybe. But I just couldn't. It wasn't possible. So no Iron Throne for you guys, sorry. I was like, why would you do something that requires internet? Like, then give me your phone and let me pre-register on your phone. But no. So yeah, dang it. I would have loved to sit on the Iron Throne. On to my favorite part of the day. I don't know how to say this without sounding like super fangirly, but I did meet one of my favorite streamers. I did meet Ophelia Noir, and I had like a total fangirl moment. You probably saw the picture on Twitter, maybe? We were just passing through like the Twitch area and looking at things. I was actually just about to leave, and then for some reason my boyfriend wanted to go back to check something, and we turned back around to leave, and there I saw it. I caught this glimpse of blue hair and I was like, that should be Ophelia. For some reason, I was so sure she wouldn't be there. I knew that she was there for almost the entire week already, so I thought that it was unlikely that she would still be there. But I saw that glimpse of like a blue hair and I was like, what if it's her? So I sheepishly went up there and kind of take a look, and it indeed was her. She was talking to someone, so I just kind of like stayed back really awkwardly and was standing there like, kind of like keeping my eyes on her, waiting for her to actually get done talking to that person, because I didn't want to like, you know, cut into someone's conversation or anything. So when she was done, I went up to her and I asked her if I could take a picture with her and if I could hug her, and she was the sweetest person. She was standing like within the partner lounge of Twitch, and she was like, oh, okay, yeah. She asked for my Twitch name, and she actually came around, like she went outside and came around into the normal people area of like the Twitch booth. And she and her boyfriend came there, and they were really, really kind to talk for me for like almost 5 minutes. They took so much time, and they like actually chatted to me about how I like Gamescom, what kind of stuff I already did. And they told me about what they already did and like their experiences. They were super, super nice. And I was so nervous. Like, I was totally shaking. I had such trouble to actually like unlock my phone for taking a picture later. But they were such sweet people, and it was so, so nice meeting them and talking to them. And I got my picture, and I'm just like so happy. I got to hug both of them. And I was so nervous, and they like completely took that nervousness, if that's an English word, and made me feel comfortable by being really, really nice and kind and just like open and friendly. It was really, really fun. I totally could have just been standing there and talking to them for a long time, but I didn't want to like, you know, hold them off or anything. But it was really, really nice. It was like my highlight of the day that I got to meet her. I've been watching her streams for over a year now. She was, I think, the third person I ever followed on Twitch. She's been one of my inspirations to start streaming Skyrim, because back in the day when I tried to start up with Skyrim, I had a lot of people that when I tried to do my change from Hearthstone to also like variety streaming and trying to stream Skyrim, I had a lot of people that were like, oh, Skyrim is an old game, Skyrim is a dead game. Just do your Hearthstone thing and don't mind other games. I discovered her through Skyrim, and I was like, hey, Skyrim streams work! Skyrim streams work, they can be fun even if the game's old. Skyrim never gets old, come on! So ever since I kind of started with Twitch, from the very beginning, I've been in her community and watching her grow, and then it's been amazing to actually get to meet her, and it made me so happy. I also got this. It's like Ophelia's, how do you say that in English? Her mascot in a way, babe? Come on, focus. You can do it. There we go. This is actually my favorite free thing that I got on Gamescom this year, and I'll treasure it forever. I'll put it into... Did I already tell you about that on stream? I think not. I actually do have like a little space in my room where I have my inspirational stuff, where I put all of this stuff from streamers that inspire me. All this stuff that where I'm like, this is the Twitch where I want to belong into. You know that Twitch has got a toxic side, just like every website does have. But there's so many absolutely amazing content creators and amazing communities. I do actually collect stuff, like if I ever win a postcard or something from a streamer that I admire, I collect that stuff and I have it in like my inspirational, motivational little place where I put everything, and I just every now and then I just look at it and I'm like, this is where my heart belongs. You guys know, like before I had Twitch, I was always kind of lost in the world because I don't really have like real life friends except for my boyfriend. And I don't know, like finding Twitch has been amazing for me. It shaped me in so many ways. It made me so much happier with my life, and I've got my place in my room that always reminds me of that. Okay, that was probably a little cringe, I'm sorry. To kind of talk a bit more about like Gamescom in general and to not start making this a appreciation video of amazing content creators, which I should do at some point. There was lots of people there at Gamescom, just as always. I mean, Saturday is the biggest day, it's the weekend day, but I felt like it was not as many people as the last year's. It was actually good. Like outside it was pretty cold. It was like 13 degrees Celsius outside. But it ended up being like a really nice and comfortable temperature inside. It was not too many people, except for in the merchandise area, of course. You all want to hear about the merchandise area, I know that. Before I get into merchandise, I do have to say one more thing. There was so many amazing cosplays this year again, and I kind of for some reason didn't get to snatch any cosplay pictures. I don't know, like the thing is, as said several times already today, I only go one day, and Gamescom is so full of opportunities. Gaming and community opportunities. You can meet streamers, cosplayers, developers, you can play games, you can get merchandise. There's so many things to do. So many things to do, and you just can't do everything. And this year I kind of just missed out on the cosplayers, I guess. I did go to the Cosplay Village, and I do have to say Cosplay Village is my favorite part of Gamescom every year. Why? Because Cosplay Village is where the cosplayers go. You can see the most amazing cosplays there. You can see how much effort went in there, how much craftsmanship, and they're amazing. Also, there's one more thing in the Cosplay Village. There's the artist alley in the Cosplay Village, which is amazing. There's like lots of artists there who make art there on the spot. But I always love in the artist alley just like walking around there and seeing all those talented people and what they're doing. There's so many like hidden talents out there, and I love just going around there and seeing like what they're displaying, what they're working on, and what they're selling. Alongside the merchandise area, that's like my favorite parts because I love taking souvenirs home. Do you guys know? My brain, my memory is not good. So I like taking souvenirs of everything to kind of, you know, help my brain a little, to like look at a piece and be like, oh, I got this back at Gamescom 2018, you know? Before I do show you what kind of merchandise I got and what kind of everything I bought, there's one more thing that we did beforehand, was going down to 10-1. So hall 10 upstairs is family and fun, and also the cosplay area and the artist area, and 10-1 is, I don't really know, gears and gadgets, I suppose. They're like, the halls aren't actually labeled of any sort that I know of. So Discord was down there. I saw stream elements, I saw lots of different chairs, and I saw Elgato, and like lots of gears and gadgets for streamers and anyone that's really like into that sort of business and funds. I did do a test sitting on the chair I want to get, so you guys know I do want to have a new chair. Like this one It's been my buddy for a long time, and it's done good, but the problem is ever since I started streaming, and I sometimes on the weekend stream 6 hours a time, this chair, as you can see, is circular, which is cool. Like, I mean, it looks cool. It also is cool, but for sitting 6 hours, there's a big problem. This chair does not fit under my desk. My desk is here, and my chair is, I think I can't, yeah, it's as far in as it goes because the circular part prevents it from actually getting under the table. So that's bad because I'm still like, I mean, if I'm laying back, I'm this far away from the keyboard and I can't play like this. So for streaming, I do like always lean forward, and I always end up, because I don't have any back support, I always end up like sitting like this. It's bad for my back, so I'm trying to get a new chair. So I did a test sitting on that. I'm looking at the DX Racer Formula Series. I sat on one of them, and it was pretty damn good. But you have to consider, at that point I had been like running around Gamescom for about 6 hours without sitting down, so I feel like any kind of chair would have felt like godsend at this point. So it's time for the one thing that everyone was waiting for. When I told you guys about that I'd be going to Gamescom, there was two things that I heard a lot. One, make a video. Two, show us all your loot. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll show you all the things that I got at Gamescom, and I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for showing around my stuff. Yeah, I get to brag a little. So I'll start with the free stuff first, and then I'll move on to the stuff that I bought. The first thing that I got for free, I already saw. Beep! So I got it all here, my free stuff. What I do have to say first, I didn't get a lot of free stuff this year. Like last year, I had this entire huge bag, and I pulled out this and that. I mean, I never got like amazing free stuff on Gamescom ever. I never got like a t-shirt. I don't know what else they're throwing around with. I don't know, keyboards, headsets, I don't know. I usually always got like keychains or something like that. What I got was a 10% off code for DX Racer chairs. I do have to think about whether I'm gonna get it now or not, because it's only valid until it's valid until the 31st of August. I mean, I got it yesterday, so the 25th of August, which leaves like not even a week to decide. Oh, that's scary. But yeah, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But I would get 10% off, so that's already nice. Other than that, I got handed a free manga. Super Mario Adventures, The Tale of the Wedding Rings. Yuna's Geisterhaus. Oh, they're in German. They're in German. My Honey Boy, Fire Punch. I guess there's like preview episodes of stuff, I guess. So we got that. Logitech was handing out those bad boys. It's heavy, so there's something in there. Logitech makes energy drinks. It says Logitech on there. So no wires, no limits. I think it's an energy drink. I actually never drink energy drinks. I've never had a can of energy drink before. I've had a sip of it every now and then. I can't say I think it tastes like piss, because then the comments are gonna be like, why do you know how piss tastes? I don't. But energy drinks taste like I would imagine piss to taste like. Maybe one day. I mean, I got it for free after all, right? Can't waste free stuff. And there's actually just one more free thing. That's pretty cool though. Got free stickers from Bethesda. Should got more. But they're pretty cool. Okay, let's bring the free stuff away and get the bought stuff. So I actually didn't end up spending as much money on merchandise as I wanted to. That sounds terrible, but you know how I always say, like, I never buy stuff for myself. I wanna, on Gamescom, treat myself. Yeah, I actually didn't really do it again this year. I treat myself to some stuff, but not as much as I wanted to. I really wanted to like go crazy this year, but I didn't. So before I show you what I bought, I'll say my regrets first so I can fully, you know, fully dive into the stuff that I actually did get afterwards. I didn't get a Gamescom T-Shirt / a Gamescom hoodie. I really wanted to. I was all prepared to, and there's no reason why I didn't get one, except for I forgot. I just forgot. You know, like you always do the merchandise as the last thing, because you have to carry it around all day afterwards. I always was like, I'm gonna get it later, I'm gonna get it later, and later I forgot. I just forgot about it. Feels bad, man. And today, when we went back home from Cologne, like on the train station, everyone was running around with Gamescom hoodies and T-shirts, and I was like, next year, I'll get one next year. I never get T-shirts. I want to have nerdy T-shirts, but I never buy nerdy T-shirts because, like, I was actually looking for T-shirts at Gamescom and the merchandise area, but like most of them had like either a weird cut that I was like, I'm gonna look like I'm wearing a square if I wear that, or they had like a fabric that was weird. But the Gamescom ones looked nice, but I didn't get them because I forgot. Dang it! My other regret was that there was lots of really awesome merchandise at Bethesda, where I really wanted to get stuff, and then again, in the beginning I was like, I want to look around for more stuff, and later on I felt like I had already spent a lot of money, so I was like, okay, I should lay low now, is this enough? And I went home and I was like, wait, I didn't spend as much as I felt like I spent. I really didn't spend much. So, long story short, how much did I prepare for spending? I don't really know, but I wanted to go crazy, so I thought like, come on, this is once a year, you never buy anything for yourself. 100 is fine. Sounds like a lot. I never spend €100 on everything. But I was like, come on, treat yourself. How much did I spend? 37. I spent €37. The merchandise I got is amazing. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's amazing and I love it. I just wish I did more. There was so many like really cool stuff that I wanted to get, but I ended up just not. Another time. That's another plus of going more than one day. You get to look at the merchandise, and then on another day you get to buy it once you slept another night and you thought about it and you're like, yeah, I need this in my life. I need this in my life. Just as I need the Gamescom hoodie in my life and the Bethesda merch. It's still here sitting in the back of my head like, why didn't you buy me? You really wanted me, why didn't you? I don't know. I just didn't. Okay, I should stop making this big kind of secret about it. What did I end up buying? So first off, I bought prints. Who would have thought? So there was this one booth that had one print for €5 and 3 prints for 10. And me and my boyfriend ended up getting 9 together. And out of those 9, 4 were of me. What did I get? I'll show you right now. The first one is Mega Dimension Neptunia. So this one's really cool because it's the one that got me into the series, and come on, it looks really freaking epic. The second print out of the 4 is Nep Nep again. It's so awesome. I want to like plaster my entire room with it. I probably will. For plastering my entire room with Nep Nep, there is something more I need, which is a print of my favorite character, Nep Nep Jr. Even though Noir is probably my favorite too. They're kind of in a bind, but this one is so freaking cute. Look at it. It's so cute. What might the 4th print out of the 4 be? Could it be? No, it's not. I didn't buy 4 Nep Nep. I did actually find more than 4 Nep Nep ones, but I was like, no, I can't like overkill it on that one. The 4th one that I snatched was ReZero. As you guys know, ReZero is one of my favorite animes. My absolute favorite is Hunter x Hunter, but ReZero is definitely up there. I just hope they're gonna continue it at some point. I need more. It's a really cute print. They're all kind of pinkish. Well, but I like purple. Purple is my favorite color, so it does make sense a little. Those 4 prints ended up at €12 for me. So I got 4, and then my boyfriend also got another 5, so it ended up at 9, which was €30 altogether for all of ours, and 12 for me. Alongside the prints, I also got something for free, but since I only got it for buying something, I didn't include it in the free area. But I got those 2 buttons here. Leona from League of Legends and Draven from League of Legends. I got to choose 2 for free, but there was a shit ton of buttons and I didn't want to like hold up the entire queue for too long, so I was like, oh, those 2 persons, I know those, I know the game they're from. I played Leona every now and then, and the Draven one was cool, so I snatched them. I mean, free is free, right? I didn't want to hold up everyone for too long. What I also got is this sticker of Zona from League of Legends for €1. There you go. Focus! Look at the beauty. I'm not the beauty. Look at the beautiful Zona. Hello? Please. Camera. I would focus the camera on her, but the camera doesn't want to. So just zoom in if you want to see it. She's cute as heck though, right? Zona is one of my mains on League of Legends alongside Nami and Janna when I still played a League of Legends. I haven't really played since 2016, but I played League of Legends for a pretty long time back in the day, and I had lots of fun with it. I met lots of great friends there. Zona still has a special place in my heart. And she's cute as heck too. Obviously, I didn't get this from the merchandise area. This one was from the Artist Alley, alongside with the next thing that I'm gonna show you. And here's my favorite catch of the day, or well, of Gamescom 2018. The favorite thing that I bought. So this amazing print is also from the Artist Alley. I just kind of like walked past that booth and I immediately fell in love with it. It was so freaking cute. He actually sold those for €1.50 per print in A6 format. So I was like, I need this. It was so freaking cute. Like, look at it. I love it. And you know what? She had several of this type and they were €1.50 per motive. And I was like, well, they're all freaking cute. I love Pokemon. So I ended up buying the rest too. I wish I could kind of like show them off all at once, but I don't really have enough hands. This kind of works a little, not really. But they're so amazing. And I wanted to have them all, like I couldn't choose. There was like 3 or 4 of them where I was like, I need to have them. So, I mean, naturally, they're $1.50 per thing. I bought all of them. This was €9 and probably the best thing I bought so far in Gamescom. I know I've been saying this for a long time now because we've been actively searching for an apartment since January and it's been like 8 months, but as soon as we find something and I get to decorate my room, it's gonna be so amazing. I got my prints from last year Gamescom. I got this year's print. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be my dreamland and I can't wait to plaster my walls with them. There's one more thing that I bought on Gamescom this year, which is a lucky bag. Just as last year, I kind of wanted to keep that tradition alive. I don't have a video from my first Gamescom ever, but back in the day I got a Harry Potter lucky bag. Last year I kind of got a all random lucky bag, so I thought this year I have to get one again. There was 2 that I really wanted. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get both of them in the end. There was this one that I really wanted, and there was one with licensed merchandise from the publishers at Gamescom, which was like rare and epic and legendary and mythic loot. I really wanted that one too, but that was another thing that I wanted to get and then forgot. But I didn't forget about this one. So this one is from the Artist Alley actually. I saw that 2 artists had lucky bags and I really wanted to get one of them. Unfortunately, when I got back to get them, one of the artists already had sold out, so I got the other ones. Unfortunately, they did not put their name anywhere on there, so I hope that it's probably inside or else I will never know who I bought it from. The example one that they had like stuff printed on it, like the price and everything, but the one that I actually got doesn't have anything printed on it, so we'll see. This one was €15 and I guess let's dive in and see what we got. Am I allowed to take wishes here? If I could wish for something in there, I would like to get stationery. You know, like papers for writing, letter paper. That will be brutal again. Last year I looked like I'm murdering someone when I did this. Is that open? I don't want to look at it. I don't want to spoiler myself. Okay, we got it. I actually don't have any info on how many items there are going to be in there. I would guess since it's €15, 2 or maybe 3. We'll see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm feeling 2 items, I think. I think one is a postcard and one is a print. So we got a postcard of, I have to turn it around. Wait, I can see it in the camera. So I guess this is an original character. At least I don't personally know it. Let me see, what does it say on there? It says Kishi Shiotani on the card. And I just googled it and it's the name of the artist. So we got that one down. It's Kishi Shiotani. I hope I said that right. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Anyone that ever seen my stream does know that. We got this postcard and it's really cute. I like it. I like that style of hers. Oops. It would probably be upside down. I can't guarantee for anything. It totally is upside down. Oh, it's 2 things. I'm sorry, the camera's like really dark right now. So we got this print. Just as with the first, like with the postcard, I don't know if this is an original character or from an anime. I don't personally know it, but it's really pretty as well. I love the style of hers. Like, I don't know if you can see it on the cam so well. I don't think so. But it's really full of detail and the colors are really well done. So I really like this. And with the print, there was another print in there, which is this one. Oh, I know that one. I'm pretty sure that's Disney, right? Isn't that Moana? I hope so. I'm not embarrassing myself right here. I'm super behind on Disney stuff. Google Pictures says this is Moana, and I'm right. Got it. It's very pretty. I like the stuff. So out of the lucky bag, we got 2 prints. One this size and one bigger. And we got a postcard. So I would say, well, it's pretty dang solid, right? Wait. It's still heavy. I think there's more in it. Yeah, there's more. Man, I thought I was already done. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Yes! Yes! I got what I wanted! I got what I wished for! This is so cute! Oh man, I saw this one in blue. I think it was in blue on her booth, and I was like, I really hope it's gonna be in the lucky bag. I wanted to buy it, but then I was like, first I'm gonna just buy the lucky bag and then maybe later I'll buy the rest. And as with the entire rest, I kind of, in the end, I forgot to buy the merch that I wanted to get because we've been running around Gamescom for 8 hours at that point. We've been at Gamescom for 8 hours. And my feet hurt, and my boyfriend's feet hurt even worse. Like, my boyfriend he seemed like he was literally dying. He seemed really bad. My boyfriend is usually the kind of person that never like actually cries about anything, but he was talking a lot about how his feet hurt. So I actually was worried about him. So in the end, I actually forgot to buy a lot of things that I wanted to buy just because 8 hours of Gamescom, we were just like done with everything. So I actually wanted to buy those and forgot, and I was like, I just hope it's gonna be in the lucky bag because I saw those on her booth and I was like, those are freaking amazing. So guys, if any of you redeems a letter in the near future, you might get some of this paper. Isn't it freaking cute? Cool. Okay, I'm pretty sure there was one more thing down here, right? There's more things. Okay, wait, so I think this is another postcard. I get everything upside down. Is this a meal? This is totally a meal, right? It's good looking. So, we got another postcard going on here. I wonder if I'm gonna send those at some point. If I'm gonna keep them for me. I'll have to think about that. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys here. I like looking at girls. I prefer looking at girls over looking at men. So I like the stuff with girls on it more. So I'm glad that my 2 prints and postcards so far were all girls. Because girls are just prettier, let's be honest here. Girls are just prettier. They're nicer to look at for me personally. Wait, is that another? Oh, it's another one! Man, this is like some of the best 15 euros that I've ever spent. So we got more letter paper. I still don't know if letter paper is a word, but we got more of it. It's with a kitty this time, and it's cute as heck again. And I love it. I'm so happy. Like, I was actually so like disappointed in myself and so sad that I ended up not buying it, because like in the end, as I said, I just forgot about so many things that I still wanted to buy, because everything, Gamescom, so much info, so much input from everywhere, feet hurted a lot, I was like hungry and I was thirsty and I wanted to lay down, so I forgot about so many things. I'm so glad that like that those things like this one and where is it? And this one were in there, because I really wanted some of those. I only saw this one, but I was like, this style is so freaking cute. I really want this. So I'm actually like super lucky that I not only got one, but two of them for 15 euro, like on a lucky bag where anything could have been in there. Okay, confirming that it's empty. Okay, confirmation that it's empty, came back negative. There's still more things in there. So first off, it's like her Visitenkarte in English. Visitenkarte. Her name. So if you guys want to like follow her anywhere, already checked, she's got an Instagram. So this is the artist where I got the bag from. We've got a sticker that can be friends with my sticker Sona. And we've got this, which is like kind of also a card of her again. Like who's the artist. And has a nice artwork on the front. Confirmed. It's empty, yes. We did it, boys. So, this is the loot that we got out of our 15 euro lucky bag, and let's be honest, I don't remember if I spent 20 or 25 euro last time on the completely random lucky bag, but it was terrible loot. It was terrible. And this stuff is amazing, and I love it. And especially the letter paper, where I still don't know if letter paper is a word, but it's really awesome, and I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Okay, other than the merchandise I bought, there was of course like lots of merchandise that we just looked at. It looked amazing, but we didn't actually get, because there's a lot of really expensive stuff there. There was like figures and figurines for over 1,000 euros, starting from like 30 euro, but going up really high. And there was lots of like really fancy stuff that we just looked at, and you know, like kids, like just stood on the class like, one day maybe. What I really liked was, I think I mentioned it on stream that I did rewatch Psychopaths again pretty recently. I did finish last week with like the 2 seasons and the movie, and they had like a Dominator there. And it looked just like in the anime. It was really cool, but it was like 900 euro, and then it also had like add-ons and everything, so not for me, but it was really cool to look at. After we went through like the entire merchandise area, we did go back towards our home for the night at least. When we did go back to the Straßenbahn/U-Bahn, we also saw like a huge like blow up of Fallout that was on a petrol station, which was like really cool advertisement. I did wonder how much that probably cost them to do. So as said, we did go back to our Airbnb, and we quickly rested for like, my boyfriend fell asleep for 20 minutes or so. And then we did go meet up with Uncle Russian, who's one of my Twitch moderators, who was in the area, and we did meet up with him and went to go eat Russian food. I've never eaten Russian food before, but I can say it's good because they do have pancakes. I actually did have pancakes for my main dish, and also had pancakes for my dessert. I can definitely recommend Russian food as far as pancakes go, at least. They were good. I liked them. It was really cool to get to actually meet one of my viewers for the first time ever, so thank you very much again for meeting up with me. It was a lot of fun. Your English was like really amazing. That was like respect for you. That was really good. It was really fun to meet up, and I hope that maybe next year or sometime in the future I get to meet lots of you guys, maybe even at Gamescom directly. In this case, it didn't work out because by the time that Uncle Russian said that we could probably meet up, the Saturday for Gamescom was already sold out, and I only had tickets for Saturday, so that didn't work out. But we did meet up afterwards for going for dinner, so that was nice too. After food and everything, we did go back to our Airbnb, so like it ended up being Gamescom and then like about a 20-minute break and then go back to the restaurant, and then we like actually went to our Airbnb to, you know, like end up the day. And since we already had food and everything, we just kind of like passed out straight from Gamescom. We were on our feet for like about 8-ish hours. So that's a lot to do for your feet, especially if you're like unsporty like me. The next morning came around, and before we left back for home, we did check out of our Airbnb and looked around Cologne for a little bit more. Not much, because we had like all our stuff to carry. I had my bag, I had my suitcase, and I did have like the Logitech bag and the Lucky bag in my other hand. So I had like both hands full, and also my phone kind of trying to still take pictures and stuff. So we didn't do like lots of sightseeing anymore, but we just kind of like strolled around Cologne on the Sunday. We did go to McDonald's for our last meal. And then suddenly, Gamescom was over. And we took our train and went back home. I'll miss it. I already do miss it now. 24 hours ago, it was also over. Wow. It's been a long time already. I'm not getting over it anytime soon though. But yeah, in case I didn't mention it yet, which I totally did a lot of times, but Gamescom was so amazing. It's just my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing in the year. Like, I love doing like the Halloween week with you guys. I love like Christmas streams, and I love spending Christmas with my family. But like Gamescom is my favorite time in the year. It's just this world where I feel like a part of it. This world of gaming is the place where I feel home, where I feel really welcome. The only other place where I feel this welcome and home is Harry Potter. Reading Harry Potter also has like this feeling to me. Going to Gamescom and meeting all those people, everyone there is like me, and no one's gonna make jokes about gamers, so that's amazing. That it really is. Actually, talking about jokes about gamers, when we did have our train back home, one of the Deutsche Bahn staff actually pissed me off so much. They were walking through the train, trying to like look at the tickets of everyone, but we had just had our stop in Cologne 2 minutes ago, so people were still like shuffling around trying to get a seat, and he was so bitter. He was there like, oh, well, look at all the nerds trying to sit down. And he like looked around and was like, don't they sit down during their entire life? They never go out in the sun anyways. That's why they're all so pale. And none of them have any muscle. I just stood there like me and my boyfriend were not doing like the entire shuffling around. We were just waiting for everyone to get done before we were searching for a seat. So he wasn't like addressing us. He was addressing the obvious nerds. I don't know, like there was people that had like their Gamescom shirts on and everything, and like carrying around obvious stuff from Gamescom, like merchandise and everything. And he's just like, I was like, why would you say that? Like if you're working on a train in Cologne during Gamescom, that kind of stuff is to be expected, like for nerds to be there. Like, why? Why you gotta be so rude? I can't really sing, but still. That kind of stuff, that's what I mean. Like, in the normal world, you still get this, like, weird looks from everyone when you mention gaming. Like, oh, it's such a waste of time. Oh, it's like you're all getting antisocial with this. You're all getting pale and muscleless. I play just dance. I've never had more muscle than this. Okay, jokes aside, I've been talking for so long to you guys now. I feel like it's been 1 hour, 2 hours, 20 hours, I don't know. I'm not even streaming, but I'm just really trying to still get this entire atmosphere and everything that I experienced in Gamescom into this video for it to be safe in here forever. Because in here, it's not gonna be safe. I forget too many things. I hope I kind of got the feeling of it across. I hope you did enjoy my little video about it. I know it's not super much, especially like the me part in it, because I did try really hard on Gamescom to like film stuff and kind of get content there, and I will in the next days work hard on actually like editing it together and having like a little montage like last year maybe. But like the talking part of me is probably not so great because as said, it's late. I've been up for a long time. I'm exhausted, but I want to get this in while it's still fresh. This actually wraps up my Gamescom 2018 video. I hope you did enjoy. I hope it was okay. Actually, I've been kind of on the run since Friday. Well, basically Thursday evening. So I got home from my full-time job trying to get everything done in advance. And also kind of still back working from when all my coworkers were on holidays. So I had a lot of stuff to do on Thursday. And I got home, tried to prepare for Gamescom. And like pack everything, get our tickets all printed out and everything, get everything done. And then Friday, leave for Cologne, get to Gamescom and do all of that stuff. Then, you know, like preparing for Gamescom in Cologne, like getting our snacks ready, getting our breakfast for before Gamescom ready, going to Gamescom on Saturday, being at Gamescom, experiencing everything, all the input from everywhere, all the amazing experiences and everything. And then, you know, preparing for leaving, and suddenly I'm back home. It's already 10:30 now, and I've just kind of been non-stop running around doing stuff and enjoying life ever since Thursday. And I really kind of want to lay down and sleep a little before work starts again tomorrow, but I really wanted to do this video while everything is still fresh. And I still, you know, remember everything, and I can still tell you about all the little details that I'll probably forget in a bit. But at this point, my head is about to explode from all the input. But as a little like wrap up to this, Gamescom 2018 was amazing. I had so much fun. It's like really every year is the absolute highlight of my year. I'm already so excited for 2019. I'm gonna get that hoodie for sure this time. And really, guys, remind me of this. I want to go for more than one day. I went for 3 years now, and every year I went for one day. And while it was always a lot of fun, I wanna have more Gamescom next time. I want to have more time to have like one day where I just look at everything and then like be able to pre-plan out what I want to do on the other days. You know, like have time to sleep about it, to think about what I want to do, and then do it. I need more Gamescom, please. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun. Gamescom is amazing. I can't wait for next year. I'm so glad I got to go. I know it's just been one day and I wanted to have more, but I had so much fun. It was great, and I want to like thank everything in the world that made it happen, that I discovered Gamescom, that through Gamescom I kind of discovered Twitch. I started streaming, I met all of you guys, and my life turned into what it is now. It's not that much different, except for that I'm way happier. And that's thanks to you. So thank you and goodbye. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I'll see you around. Hi, I'm back from technical difficulties, because no good video without technical difficulties.